Hey, everybody, I'm John Granado. That's Josh Jordan. You can hear us on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. You can also see Josh's work at sportsmaphouston.com. Hit subscribe if you haven't yet so you get all of our content here at SportsMap HOU. Hey, Josh, this week we saw Davis Mills pop up on the injury report. Ooh, how much do you think this thumb thing could be impacting his performance?
I mean, it has to be a factor somewhat. I mean, just try holding a football without using your thumb.
No.
That's pretty hard to do. So you're definitely having to use that and putting pressure on it. The good news is he is practicing in full, so it's not something that's, hurting him so much to where he's missing practice over it. But, all those balls that are being airmailed on the sidelines, especially against Denver last week, that could make a lot of sense. Maybe thumb's bothering him, and that's why his accuracy's off.
Yeah, do we know when it happened? And maybe it could have been late in the game, and he was airmailing him early. Maybe he's just airmailing. He wasn't great against Colts, and maybe it happened. It's something that's going to bother him all year long. I can tell you, I played the position, and if you can't grab the ball, it really, really is hard to steer it. So maybe that is the case, but regardless. He's got to be judged this year. The clock is ticking on a third-round pick. He ain't the first overall pick like Trevor Lawrence. You wait for him, or Justin Fields, or Zach Wilson, all of those first-rounders. His clock is ticking, and if he doesn't perform, thumb or no thumb, then you got to find yourself another quarterback.
I'm with you, and I think this game is going to be very telling. The last time we spoke, I was like, don't be too worried if they lose to the Broncos. You wouldn't be shocked if the Texans lost to the Broncos with Deshaun Watson. That's tough to go to Denver and win a game. I know he didn't look good, but I expected it to be kind of rough. This game, playing the Bears, we should see something. He should be able to beat Justin Fields. Their run defense is not good for the Bears. They should be able to run the ball and move it. Here's what concerns me the most, John. I went and did like a little deep dive into Davis Mills. He is horrible on the road. I mean, his best game on the road was when they beat Jacksonville last year, and he still didn't have a great game. I mean, it's concerning. I mean, getting to 200 yards is kind of like, when he's on the road. It's not good. And in Chicago, it's going to be loud. So I'm concerned. They have to get that fixed.
Well, they got a couple of wins. They got Tennessee last year. They got Jacksonville. So I know he's not good. He's got to be better. I mean, I was there in Denver last week, and he's just bad. I mean, it was just really, really bad. And they've got a running game, so there's no excuse on that. They got to put the ball up. They got to throw it down the field. They've got to loosen up the defense. They've got to take some shots, maybe win a one-on-one ball. I'm going to tell you, if he's injured for any extended time, we know right now that they're going to have to go get themselves a quarterback. They have to.
And that, I mean, we're 2 games in. I mean, that, it's amazing we're saying that just because it's looked so bad. But I will say this, I think you're right, but they better be prepared to play that rookie right away, because I was combing through our comment section. We have a pretty robust social media following. They are killing Davis Mills. I put out an article yesterday just about him being on the injury report, and all the comments were like, yeah, because his teammates broke his leg on purpose, or, like, we get him out of there, season's over, ha ha. I mean, they are not in on this guy.
It's way too early.
Too early.
Give the kid a chance. He looked really good the last game. Maybe he's a slow starter, and you're just going to have to live with that if he is. We saw Alex Bregman, slow starter. Guess what? He was a pretty good player. He'll hit later. Maybe that's Davis Mills, because at the end of last season, he doesn't look anything like that right now. But maybe it just takes him a little bit of time to warm up, or whatever the case. Or maybe coaches have caught up to him. Maybe that's the case. I don't know. All I know is that He doesn't look good. They're absolutely right. But let's give him a little time, everybody. Give him a little time.
He's regressing, but guys like Greg Cosell like what they're seeing from him. And these guys know what they're talking about. So, like you said, give it a little time. We're only through 2 games.
Yeah, Greg Cosell hasn't liked what he saw. He didn't like what he saw against the Colts, and we'll find out what he liked or disliked. He couldn't have liked much what he did against the Broncos. I'll tell you that right now.
Because his eyes work.
That's right.